You're staring at your phone. It's been 3 hours, maybe 4. You've read the same conversation over and over, one message sitting there unanswered. And instead of losing interest, you like them more. You've told yourself this makes no sense. You're still checking your phone every 4 minutes anyway. By the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly why silence is more persuasive to your brain than a reply ever could be. And once you see the trick, you can't fall for it blindly again. Because the reason you can't stop thinking about the person who barely responds isn't about them. It's about a wiring problem your brain has had for 200,000 years, a problem that had nothing to do with dating and everything to do with survival. There's a study I want to come back to before this ends. When researchers actually tested this on real people, what they found was almost embarrassing. It proves you're not weak, you're not needy. You're running an old program, doing exactly what it was built to do. Let's call her Maya. Maya is texting a guy named Jake. Jake replies fast on Monday, disappears until Thursday, then sends one perfect message at 11 p.m. and goes quiet again. Maya should be annoyed. Instead, she's rereading his last text like it's a locked door she can't stop pulling on. And here's what nobody tells her. The door being locked is the whole reason she's still pulling. 200,000 years ago, your ancestors lived in groups of maybe 30 people. 30! That's your entire dating pool, your entire social world, your entire chance at survival. A high-value mate in that group, strong, resourceful, wanted by others, didn't need to chase anyone. They could be selective. They could be a little unpredictable. And everyone else in the tribe learned to read unpredictability as a signal. This person has options. This person is worth pursuing. Your brain still runs that same math today. It just doesn't know Jake is unpredictable because he's bad at replying to texts, not because he's fielding better offers. In the 1970s, a biologist named Robert Schreiders published a theory that quietly rewired how we understand attraction. He argued that whichever sex invests more in raising offspring becomes the choosier one, and the less choosy sex has to compete, signal, and prove their worth to be selected. Selectivity itself became a kind of advertisement. Not caring enough to text back? To your ancient brain, that reads as someone who doesn't need to try. But scarcity is only half the story. Here's where it gets uncomfortable. Your brain doesn't just want what's rare. It wants what's unresolved. Picture your ancestor hearing a rustle in the grass. Was it the wind or something that wanted to eat her? She could not walk away from that question. Her attention system was built to grab onto anything unfinished and refuse to let go. Because in her world, unresolved things got people killed. That circuit never got an upgrade. It's still installed in you, running full time, except now it's aimed at a gray text bubble that says delivered and nothing else. This is why Maya can't put the phone down. Her brain isn't asking, does Jake like me? It's asking the older question, the dangerous one. Is this resolved or is this still open? And until she gets an answer, she cannot fully look away. Now here's the study I promised you. In 2011, researchers Aaron Whitchurch, Timothy Wilson, and Daniel Gilbert ran an experiment that should honestly make everyone rethink their entire dating life. They showed women profiles of men and told them these men had already rated their own profile. One group was told the man definitely liked them. A second group was told the man's rating was a mystery. It could go either way. A third group was told he already liked them the most out of everyone he'd rated. You'd expect the women told he likes you the most to feel the strongest pull. That's not what happened. The uncertain group, the ones who had no idea if he liked them or not, reported liking him more than either of the certain groups, not liking the outcome, liking him. The mystery itself was doing the attraction's work. This is not a fluke of one study. It lines up with something the researcher David Buss has spent decades documenting. Mate value gets read through signals of demand, not just through direct affection. Someone appearing hard to fully pin down looks to your ancient brain like someone other people also want. So play this forward. It's not just Maya and Jake anymore. Think about every group chat where the one person who barely responds gets brought up the most. Think about how an entire industry, dating apps, reality shows, even algorithms, has learned to sell you uncertainty because certainty doesn't hold your attention nearly as well. Your unresolved feelings are quite literally a business model now. Stay with me because this next part is the reason I made this video. This is not you being desperate. This is not low self-esteem. This is not a character flaw you need to fix. This is a 200,000-year-old attention system built for scarcity and threat detection, firing off in a world made of push notifications and read receipts. It was never wrong, it's just old. It was built for a tribe of 30, not for an app with a billion strangers on it, half of whom will deliver you into oblivion and never think about it again. And once you understand that, something shifts. Because you stop asking what's wrong with me that I like someone who barely texts back. You start asking a much better question. Is this feeling actually information about them, or is it just my brain reacting to an open loop it hasn't closed yet? Those are two completely different things. One of them deserves your time. The other one is just biology, doing its very best with a situation it was never designed to handle. So here's what I want you to take from this. First, the pull you feel toward inconsistency isn't a judgment of someone's worth. It's your ancestral attention system reacting to scarcity and uncertainty, exactly the way it was built to. Second, that means the feeling itself is not proof they're special. It's proof your brain noticed a gap it hasn't filled in yet. And they're the practical part. Next time your stomach drops because someone went quiet, try naming it out loud, even just in your head. That's the open loop. That's not him, that's not her, that's the loop. You don't have to fight the feeling. You just have to see it clearly enough to stop mistaking it for a message about your own worth. I want to know, have you ever caught yourself doing exactly what Maya does? Checking, rereading, waiting? Tell me in the comments, because I have a strong feeling you're not the only one. Your brain isn't broken. It's a 200,000-year-old friend, still working the door, still convinced that if it just pays a little more attention, it'll keep you safe. It's just trying to protect you from a threat that, this time, is really just a person who's bad at texting back.